Being a content creator is not that easy. Some people do. They think it's just as simple as recording a video, uploading it, boom, instantly going viral. But you other content creators, you guys and me, we know better. What's up, everybody? My name is Tito, and I normally talk about tech on this channel, but in today's video, I kind of wanted to be helpful in some way, I guess, hopefully. I mean, if I help at least one person out there, then I'll be happy with that. So I've been making videos here on the platform since 2010, and I have seen so much change on the YouTube platform and have heard so many things about, these myths that other content creators talk about and how it works. And after taking this year to really research all that, I found out that a lot of the things that we thought and believed are completely false. So like I said, I'm going to be focusing on the tech space of YouTube. So if you're a musician, if you're, someone who creates skits, comedy, or whatever, like maybe something out of this you could take out of it. But for the most part, people on their bikes and they fly by like at 10 o'clock in the morning. Anyways, if you're any of those, you could probably take something out of this, but majority of this is addressing the tech community and the new tech content creators on this platform. So I can't speak to, a large audience or anything like that. But what I can say is that a lot of the things that we felt, and this is even addressing the older content creators that have been around, and I know who you are and you know who you are. But a lot of people have, this thing about the algorithm, which is today's video focus, right? I'm going to make more videos like this down the road a little bit, but today I want to focus on the algorithm because that seems to be the thing that some of my colleagues, some of my friends feel like is holding them back. And, I'm going to be very blunt here and say this, but that's not what's holding you back. You yourself is holding you back. Like I said, I've been doing research and I've been looking at my own channel, looking at my own videos, and I can see that it's not the algorithm really holding me back. There's not an algorithm that is just playing God with our videos and saying, oh, okay, like you look cool, so I'm going to send you off to everybody to see. It doesn't work that way. It's the effort that you put into your video, and it's the fan base, the viewers, that decide how far your video is going to go. And with today, a lot of content creators have really raised the bar on how to create videos. Like videos like this, like what I'm doing right now, are probably not the more favorable ones. But if you do all the treatments, if you do the high production value, like you're creating, a small segment for, Nickelodeon or ABC or Family Channel, whatever it is, people will appreciate that more because YouTube has evolved into that. When you look at the early days of YouTube, it was just all about people wanting to create content, share knowledge out there, right? Especially in the tech space. That's really what it was. So you had a person on camera, brand new phone, unboxing it, showing you the phone, showing you what's inside the box, and that was it. You take that concept and you look at it today, and today it's all about the fancy expensive tech desk that you buy, top side, Canon camera pointed downward, and high quality mic that picks up the ASMR sounds of unboxing a phone. Maybe a little color changing light that shifts from purple to blue to red to green, just kind of like illuminating the desk a little bit, giving nice hues to bounce off the, the reflection of the desk. A plant, little itty bitty plant, just there for some aesthetics. So think about it. Just what I just described to you guys, that's today's unboxing videos. You go back to 2010 and it literally was just like, hi guys, I just got the new phone. I got the new HTC M8. Rip box open. Here's the phone. This is what's in the box. Charging cable, charging brick, earbud. And that used to suffice, but it doesn't cut the mustard anymore. Like YouTube has evolved. So you have to understand that YouTube's evolved and you have to you have to evolve yourself. That's something that I made the mistake of not doing. But then the ultimate thing that you want to be doing is being true to yourself. There's still a fan base that likes the way that I make videos, and so I continue to make my videos that way because that's what brought them to the channel and that's what they want to see. They don't want me to, copy and mirror Linus Tech Tips or MKBHD or, Unbox Therapy, any of those guys. They just want me to be me. And so I can only be me. So yes, while you do want to kind of evolve, but you don't want to, lose yourself in the process of that. So maybe you're not going to do exactly what the other guys do for unboxings, but maybe you might change up the scenery. Maybe you might bring the unboxing in a slightly different way that still has your signature, your stamp of approval. The way that the algorithm works, because I'm sure that's what people are like, get to the damn point, Tito. But the way the algorithm works, it's not playing God over your videos. It's literally like test running your videos. So it will take your video that you just uploaded and it will show it to group A. And if majority of the people in group A, say there's 100 people in group A that it shows it to, and 90 of them liked the video, or even 90 of them watched 80% of your video, that tells the algorithm, okay, they liked it. This is a good video. Now let's show it to group B. And group B could be 1,000 people. And in group B, maybe only half of them watch it, but those half watched 80% of the video. Okay, so now it's developing a pattern that it's a pretty decent video. So then the algorithm will show it to group C, to group D, and eventually it'll be pushed out to even more people. Group D can be like majority of viewers on YouTube who only watch tech videos, and then they will get suggested your video. That's how the algorithm works. So it's not, that it's playing God with your video and saying, we're going to show it to A, B, and C. And to that extent, like, okay, I don't like the way that you look, so I'm not going to show it to any of the groups. That's not how the algorithm works. If you're worried about views, if you're worried about I'm not getting the views that I want, that would be on you. And if you're going to continuously blame the algorithm, you're not going to get anywhere. The other day, before I close out this particular video, the other day I uploaded a video where I was talking about what happened to John Prosser. It wasn't a planned video, so I wasn't done this way. It was just literally like I come back from a run, I went jogging, I came back home, I pulled out my phone from my pocket, started recording. And in my hand, I had not this mod, but I had another mod because I do vape. Okay, I'm a person, 20-year smoker who quit smoking cigarettes and switched to vaping to get off cigarettes. And eventually vaping will get put down. But I had people that were like, yo, I don't like the way you breathe in your video. Or first impressions is everything. And, I'm not going to subscribe to you this time, buddy, because, you had a vape mod in your hand. And like, you can't help how viewers are, right? Those things don't bother me. People have been making fun of me for a long time on YouTube. It doesn't bother me, but there is some feedback in there, which I extract that from it, right? Like, while majority of the body of the comment could be rude, disrespectful, and hurtful, there is a small portion in there that is some truth. It's what triggered the person to write that. And I like to use that as my thing of like, okay, people on that video didn't like and found it disrespectful that I had a vape mod in my hand. So in future videos, I will make sure not to have that in hand, because if they don't see it, then how does anyone know that I vape? How does anyone know that, I had an addiction to nicotine? How would they know? It's not being seen. I'm not showing it. They won't know. One person was like talking about the way that I breathe. I don't know how old they think I am, but I am getting up there in age. I'm 42 years old. I'm going to be 43 next month. So I'm already over the hill making that descent back down. I'm not, all like completely blaming it on my age. I'm just saying, I'm not a spring chicken anymore. When it comes to stuff like that, that's where I look at to kind of help position how I'm doing videos. Even though those comments can be hurtful and everything like that, there is a little bit of truth in it, and you have to look for that. That helps you in developing your content and making it better, doing away with the mistakes. So fully blaming the algorithm, that's not going to get you anywhere. And the way that you think the algorithm works, if you think it's some godlike AI that just, I like this person, but I don't like that person. No, it only does it based upon how the viewers, the people watching on YouTube, how they respond to your video. And so that's a new lesson that I've learned. And so now I spend my time trying to figure a better way to make videos and a better way to keep people watching. The longer they watch your videos, the better chances of your videos getting more traction. Keep an eye on that. I'll see you on the next video.